Chio, hi, I'm Pistachio Shouakuma, and welcome to Shouakuma Shuffle, which is our random zatsudan chatting series, which is at random times and random days of the week, but usually it's like the earlier in the morning series. Yeah, so how is everybody doing today? I have a couple things that I'm planning on chatting about, random things, but other than that, it's kind of, we're playing it fast and loose here. Konnichiwa. Wait a minute. Why am I hearing myself? I have the stream up in another tab. I got jump scared. I got jump scared by my own voice. And I didn't even have my headphones on. I had them on the table, and I heard my voice, and I was like, "What is going on here? What is going on here?" But now I'm normal now. Yeah, streaming in the morning or like early afternoon, I guess. It makes me feel like I'm. It makes me feel like I'm role-playing, like having a job, because I had to wake up like early. Not too early, I was able to sleep in a little. What do you feel about your voice? It jump scared me. It's not a cute though, it's a cute jump scare. It's a cute jump scare. Yeah, I woke up super early, but not too early, because most people hate it. My voice! What? Their own voice? Die on it! I sort of thought that's what you meant, but it was really funny. Desho? Desho? Yeah, I know. I think being a streamer kind of makes me a little bit immune to that, because I have to hear my own voice way more than the average person. And also, what happened to the creature? Is this your first time seeing thumbnail art? Thumbnail art is rarely the VTuber, like their model. Wouldn't actually start the live stream for me. What? They're trying to locked out of heaven. Did you have to refresh it yourself to make it work? This is YouTube being evil once again. Evil YouTube. Yeah, I was thinking of making coffee, but I didn't because I don't know. I don't think it's good to have coffee that often. I do want to get back into matcha though. Isn't that a bit of a contradiction? Yes, but my friend keeps talking about how they recently got like the expensive matcha, like the kind that like Ark got me a long time ago, like the $50, like $30 to $50 expensive matcha. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm reminiscing. I can't believe this is just episode 7. Dude, I know! You want to get back to horse routes, yeah. The one guy that you never used, I did use! It's like all gone! It's all gone! I thought just because I don't say every time I use it doesn't mean I never used it. Oh, yeah! I miss it! I crave it! I'm like ripping my face off because I miss it so much. And so the website, I've signed up for their like newsletter, and so I get newsletters from the matcha place, like, we have this new cultivar, it's absolutely divine, and I'm like, I wish I could have it, but I'm a freaking brokey, I don't have any money. Yeah, speaking of horses, I haven't gone horseback riding. It's literally been since like November, like 5 months. I don't know how it happened. It's just because I've been so busy and I don't have some poor sap to, you know, ferry me to the human realm, because Chio Papa's been busy and Rumi's been busy, so I don't have some poor soul I can force to do my bidding. Horse forgot about you. Don't say that! Horses are genius and have long memories. They can never forget. They can never forget. They're like elephants. Maybe. Maybe. I think they'll remember me. You need more servants. That's definitely what has been on my mind lately. That's definitely been what I'm thinking. If only you had a horse you could ride to get there. Well, that would be good, but then I think I'd be tuckered out by the time that I got there. I'd be tuckered out by the time I got there already. Yeah. I think I'm gonna try my hardest to make an appointment for April, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe like early April. Cause I just freaking miss it. And I miss the horses, and I'm mad because this always happens. It's kind of like a jinx in my life. Every time that the stable has had a foal, I have not been there to see it grow up. And finally they don't have foals very often. And so finally they had a foal. The last time that I was there, I saw it at like 3 months old. It's going to be like fully grown now. If you guys don't know, like horses, by the time they're yearlings, which is like a year old, they're like freaking full size but skinny. They're like the full height almost, but they still kind of look weirdly lanky. But TLDR, you've missed them during like their little tiny cute foal days. So it's over. I'm gonna go there and it's gonna be a fully grown horse. So I'm kind of upset about that, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Just like humans. Yeah, 1 year later and they're fully grown but skinny, huh? 1 year later, is that true? I don't know. Yeah, humans, I know they mature much faster than demons, but 1 year, that seems a little fast, even for them, huh? That's a little bit on the quick side, huh? Yeah, I was thinking, I found a game that I want to buy, and so I'm really glad that I definitely can't play it on stream. I definitely can't play it on stream, but for my birthday, Sortaji's got me lots of gifts, and one of the gifts I got was like a $50 Steam gift card. And I was at the like Japan import sort of store. Yaoi is not Yaoi, the opposite actually. I was at the art store and I don't know what you call that, a bookstore that has like Japanese imports. And they had an art book for overseas game, like a Japanese game. So cute. It's called Moiro Chronicles, and I bought it because I don't know why everybody's surprised by this. I like actually girl games too, like that. But it's called Moe Chronicles or sometimes Moiro Chronicles. Let me get up the Google page so I can read it. And as soon as I read the gameplay, I was hooked. Straight to her. No, because I'm self-inserting as the main player guy, so isn't it? Everything I play is guy. It's not straight at all. But I don't know if I can show the art book title. I don't know if I can show the art book on stream because it's very panty. It's like I can post it on Twitter later. It's on my shelf, but it's called Moe Chronicles, and I can read the gameplay here. The gameplay is crazy. I was so happy when I read the gameplay because of how crazy it sounds. And I was worried because it's originally for PS Vita. Looked up very tasteful. It's originally for PS Vita, but it got a Switch and a Steam port. And apparently it's like not censored at all. The game, here's the Wikipedia for the gameplay. The game is a dungeon crawl game where the player is required to navigate through maps containing enemies. Battles are turn-based and involve attacking parts of any monster girls so that their clothes fall off. Eventually, at the end of the battle, the player is required to rub the monster girl using the front and rear touchpads of the PlayStation Vita. The player decides on which monster girls are placed within the party and are able to swap their underwear, which serves as a main customizable equipment in the game. Why did you want to play this again? Because it sounds fun and I like cute girls. It sounds fun and I like cute girls. Of course it sounds good. And the art, I'm really happy I bought the art book because I'm a really big fan of the art, how do you call it? The character design. It's very similar to, if you guys have, like, it's called, like, Neptunia, like, Hyperdimensional Neptunia, which is a game I've never also played, and I've heard the game is actually pretty bad. But the art, I wonder if it had the same character designer. Because character design from these, like, old, this one isn't even that old, but it has a very specific character design with the thematic elements where they have sort of like 1 or 2 colored outfits with a lot of accent lines, and then I don't know, it's hard to explain, but there's a lot of recurring themes in the character design that I really like. And I have like a whole Pinterest board of similar character designs to this style, and so I was really flabbergasted when I saw it on the shelf, because it's very similar to like a reference board that I've been cultivating. It's not gonna say. I actually was looking up games similar to Moiro Chronicles because I was like, oh, this like seems right up my alley. Yeah, it's noticeable that the devs are the same. Oh yeah, are the devs the same? That makes a lot of sense then. That makes a lot of sense. And the Sakura series was one of the recommended ones for similar games to this one. I know it's listing who the designer is. I want to... Katsuyuki Hirano. Let me look up Katsuyuki Hirano, because maybe he's the Katsuyuki Hirano. Maybe he has his own... He has an IMDb. Yep. Oh, you're right, Gaggany. He did the art. Wow, I was able to see that just off the cuff. Now I kind of feel like a genius. Now I kind of... Maybe it was super obvious. It's super obvious, but I sort of feel like mega tensai for being able to tell that off the cuff. But he was it says designer, but I think it's saying he's more like a director. I don't know. I don't know who the actual artist is if it was him. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately. I was really... No, it's impressive. Dayane. So I was so excited. How much is it on Steam? I don't think it's very much. I was very excited to see it on Steam because I thought it was going to be one of these long-winded, like, I have to buy a Japanese PS Vita, and then I have to somehow win an eBay bid for the game. It's only $10. Oh my god. Life is worth living. I'm so happy. Yeah. Because I know... Here, wait. Are PS Vitas region locked? Oh, PS Vita is not region locked. Oh, so I wouldn't even have to get a JP PS Vita if I wanted to play it on the original. Okay, that's good to know. I never owned a PS Vita, actually. Did anyone buy it when they came out? Because when did the PS Vita come out? I feel like I never hear about the Vita in, like, Western spheres, but then so many really good Japanese games came out for the PS Vita. I played most Vita games on a TV. Oh, that's cool. It's like docking a Nintendo Switch. It's like perma-docking a Nintendo Switch. That's kind of cool. Monster Hunter for sure. Oh, did Monster Hunter have good PS Vita games? Yeah. And then it's kind of interesting. I guess, was that PlayStation's only foray into handheld? It wasn't the Vita a Proto Switch? It kind of was. I mean, looking at it, it looks like straight up a Switch. So you could play Persona 4 Golden. Yeah, I know a lot of people played Persona on the PS Vita. A lot of like really good like seminal works of like visual novels I know were on like PS Vita. I mean, to be honest, PS Vita and Switch are kind of like goated consoles for visual novels. I'm a bit of a traditionalist in that I like... Maybe it's not... Is it traditionalist to like it on PC? I still play all... I don't know. I know a lot of people who play otome games like only on the Switch, and they're like a diehard, like all of my otome games on the Switch. I like them on the computer because one, I don't know, the artwork is bigger, so if you get like a, you know, like a CG artwork, you can see it larger. Two, I play a lot of Japanese otome games, and so I like to have like a translator that is like linked up to it. I get too distracted, really? And it was the artist of the game. Oh my goodness. Doesn't it feel like insane when you like can make the connection? And it also is like really surprising. Like, I don't know, as an artist, you sort of think like, oh, I must not have the strongest. Oh, I know this game because the green one I always think looks like me. I always think like, you know, oh, my art style must not be the strongest or something, but I feel like you'd be surprised by how many, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of artists I could pick out, like, out of a sea of other artists, like, very, very quickly. Yeah. The art style. Yeah, I like it. It's very vibrant. I don't know. There's so much, I don't know. I kind of get overwhelmed that there's so much good art in the world. Like, it's hard as an artist because you kind of want to knuckle down and be like, oh, this is my ideal art style. This is what I want to strive for. And every time I think that I have that, I see something new where I'm like, oh, that's really great. Like, I'll see an artist who uses like only gray and one accent color and be like, that's the best art ever. And then the very next day I'll see an artist who uses like the full spectrum of like bright rainbow colors and I'm like, that's the best art ever. And then I'll see an artist that does flat shading and be like, that's the best art ever. And then the next day I'll see an artist that does like full rendering and be like, that's the best art ever. And it's really impossible. It's really impossible for me to decide. It's really impossible for me to decide, so I don't know. That was a big issue with 3.0 was I would get sidetracked. I don't know if sidetracked is the word, but I would make really far progress on 3.0 and then be like, actually I want to change the whole art style, and then I'd kind of have to start over. But now the artwork is locked in and I refuse to touch it, so yeah, that's good. I said I was taking 2 weeks because I had my big 3D concert about a week ago. No, 10 days ago, 10 days ago. So I said I was taking like 2 weeks for some rest and relaxation to, you know, calm the soul. But then after that, I have to knuckle down on a couple things. I have to get back into 3.0 debut production. I have to start rigging. I need to do checkies. I'm behind on checkies again. Hi, Komane, how are you doing? I have to do checkies. I have to do. Oh, I also have to send out the poll to the Discord for Meido no Hi artwork, Maid Day artwork. If you guys don't know, May 10th is Maid Day because in Japan May 10th is Meido no Hi. And every year, starting last year, I say every year, but last year was the inaugural year, I like to draw a full like maid illustration. And so I take a poll on Twitter of which maid outfit, because there's, you know, a bunch of different styles of maids. There's like, last year we did, what was it? It was Cybermaid, right? Yeah, Cybermaid. Yeah. We did Cybermaid last year, and so she, you know, it was like a computer coming out of a computer. And so we're gonna have another poll this year to see how Tsurutoji's tastes have changed, because the thing is you can't vote for the same one as last year. So Cybermaid is stricken from the books for the next, I don't know, 10 years? Once we, Butler will win. I think so too! I think it's really obvious. So, by popular demand already, Tsurutoji's have requested that I add Butler into the maid lineup, and I think it's gonna win so hard. But I have my own predictions and my own thoughts. And this is my... I feel like I can't even ask this question. Do I... Okay, this is the type of question that okay, I'm gonna say the question and then you're gonna see why it's counterintuitive. I was gonna say, do I need to make the poll anonymous? Because right now you can see who reacted to what, and I'm worrying that that's deterring certain Tsurutoji from reacting to certain maids, but also the sheer act of me asking, does it need to be anonymous, is kind of an out, right? Because if somebody said, yes, please, I deeply need this to be an anonymous poll, they would kind of be the type of person, you know, who would maybe not want to say that to begin with. I don't care. Hashtag I don't care. Yeah, I think I'll keep it open, but then, you know, once we get to the end of the Maid Day cycles, like in 7 years, we might be backloaded by a bunch of... all the crazy maids might be backloaded in about 7 years then. So here, wait, let's look at it again. Who came in second and third? I know Japanese maid came in second last year. Here we go. It's an announcements. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, Japanese maid came in second, but then when we pitted Japanese style straight up against Cyber won by like a landslide. I haven't thought about it. Yeah. Which one? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 and 9 were... Wait, really? Wait, I think I'm getting confused. 8. Horror Maid surprisingly got more than I thought it would. Horror Maid got pretty high, actually. That's like the election style. What if we do ranked choice voting? We're starting to get into like yeah, isn't that how they do elections in Canada or whatever? Where like this is my top choice and it gets 10 points, and this is my second choice and it gets 5 points. That seems a bit convoluted, huh? Happy Patchwork Soda would be very cute and on theme. Oh, true. That would be cute. Yeah, I suppose as the years go on, we can like supplement more maids. Because that's kind of what we're doing this year, is there's no butler in the original, but I am supplanting butler into there. There have been a lot of people with cyber as their second choice. I see what you mean. The way that we did it originally was I posted it on Discord, and there was 12 maids, so there was 1 to 12 reactions. And the way that it worked is I allowed people to vote for as many as they wanted. So if you voted for maybe only one, your vote kind of was like heavier for that one in a sense, because it wasn't getting diluted by other ones going higher. That's probably the way I'll do it again this year because it's easier, question mark? I don't know. This is not the most, you know, judicious vote. Weird. Sadly, maybe the maid day poll voting is not as serious as it could or should be. I'm not IDing you and making you vote only once for each maid. So if you want to vote for as many maids as you want, and you know, I'm waiting for the day that there's, you know, maid day artwork lobbying in the Discord where there's gonna be people campaigning. There's gonna be people campaigning in general being like, please, you must all see the light. Swimsuit maid number 6 is truly the best maid, and for this reason, it must win the poll. There's going to be people campaigning for which maid they want to win to try and convince others to Urtatsu. There was a micro amount of that last year where people were like, I think it was for Cybermaid. I guess it ended up working out where people were like, no guys, imagine. Cybermaid could go so many directions, right? It's so cool, it's so different than all the other ones, right? I guess it worked on Tsurutochi Psyche because it did end up winning. There's new win for the sales of French and Swimsuit Maid as far as I'm concerned. Yeah! What's the new win? So, I don't know, 2026 is the year of... 2026 is the year of mini skirts? Is that it? Is that it? Yeah, I have to start getting a mental... As soon as the poll goes live and I sort of get like a preliminary idea of which one is getting popular, I have to get like a preliminary idea of like the composition I'm gonna do. But now I know better. But now I know better. Oh, dayone. Yeah, Tsurutochi, I've seen my art over the years. Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Holy shit, you're right. Can you imagine? It doesn't matter. It wasn't even on the poll, it just sweeps. Bush Golden Week has changed things. Where were you when? Wait, when is Golden Week? Did I miss that? I know I put it in my calendar so I wouldn't miss it this year, but did I miss it? I thought that was like late. Oh my god! I'm not gonna be able to rest! Maid no Hi is May 10th, and Golden Week is April 29th to May 5th. I think it might change I think it changes every year. A little bit. Oh no. Well, good thing I'm planning this out. Good thing I'm planning this out 2 months in advance. Just draw a golden maid. That is called... That's a weak-willed mentality. Tsurutochi don't want 2 different artworks. Better get started. Yeah, that's a thing, right? It's kind of fun doing these challenges that happen every year, because then I can see how my artwork sort of evolves, I guess. Because, like, especially Golden Week, because it's like, it's just a golden bikini. Like, there's not really an insane amount different you can do, you know? It's not like we can reinvent the wheel. I mean, I could draw a different bikini, I guess. There's Bunny Girl. Yeah, that everybody, they rejected him for he spoke the truth. Everybody was like, Chio, you gotta put some more clothes on that artwork. So I did. I begrudgingly did during the art stream. When you posted the Golden Week art? Yeah, I'm scrolling through my media tab to see it. I mean, I could also look up, when was Golden Week 20... Was it? Did I post it for 2025? 2025? Oh, there's no Discord here. Well, you knew that wouldn't work, right? Oh, apparently it is the 29th through the 5th or 6th every year. Eh? Maybe I was just belated. Maybe I was just very belated. I don't even know the Discord link anymore. Because I don't... Here, wait. How do you even get the link? I don't know. I mean, when would I ever use it? I just get it from the command, you know? Don't they have like a share? I'm like I feel so old right now. It was literally posted before the May Day art. Yeah, it's strange, huh? Browse channels, add, invite to server. Hit and use copy button. This link, your invite link expires in 7 days. How is that possible when I have that forever link on the Discord? Or does the forever link on the Discord not work anymore? It must still work, because people still join, right? I think this is the Discord. I think. But that's the one that I got that says it'll expire in 7 days. I don't know how I have the forever one on Twitch. That's just after the May Day poll. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was, is I probably did the May Day poll, and then I was like, guess I have nothing to do in between. Because last year, I really had to churn it out. I remember I did the poll had a pretty quick turnaround, huh? Yeah, what? The poll I started... Oh my god! The poll I started April 29th. And the artwork had to go live. The poll closed on May 3rd. I had 7 days to draw it. I had 7 days to draw it, dude. It's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. It was a stressful and distraught time. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and then I posted on May 10th. May do no hi. It was a good artwork. It was good. I mean, it was a little bit rushed because I had a week to do it. And okay. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Don't expect because I'm starting it so early that I'm actually gonna make better art. The procrastinator in me. My bad. My bad. The Golden Week art I drew in like, I don't know, an hour. It was really quick. The Golden Week artwork, it wasn't meant to be like a full artwork. It was drawn in like sub an hour for fun. I'm also still laughing at the fact that Boy Chio actually got a considerable more amount of likes than Bikini Chio. And this is also going to be proven by the fact that I'm sure that Butler is going to win as well. I really like the maid artwork. Like, really? Well, then there's no pressure because if you guys liked that one, that's the time to be a boy. This is true. Hashtag, well, demons don't have gender anyway, so Boy Chio is always real. It's that one meme where it's like, always has been. Boy Chio is real? Always has been. It's that meme. It's that meme. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. I'm excited to do more illustration art because, I don't know, I've been very busy with, you know, the 3.0 model, but that's a little bit, you know, the model is staring straight at you like. So it doesn't really have like a sense of composition or lighting or dynamics or something crazy like that. So it'll be fun to get back. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. I'm excited though. I've been playing Pokopia. Does anyone here own a Switch 2 and has been playing Pokopia? You're probably saying, too. I didn't know you own a Switch 2. Of course not. That thing is freaking expensive. Can we do 2 rounds of voting? So primary and then top 3 or 4 are the final selection. Yeah, sure, why not? Unless number 1 is like obscenely high. If they're like, if the top 3 or 4 are within each other by like 2 or 3, yeah, I will. But if the first one is winning by like 3 or 4 points, I don't know if it's worth it to do a second round. Don't get me started, man. I didn't realize the Switch is like 450. It's crazy. Yeah, and then the game is like 70. But guys, Pokopia is that good. If you at all enjoyed Animal Crossing, it's good. If you at all enjoyed Animal Crossing, it is like, you know the size of an Animal Crossing New Horizons outlook or like island? It's like 7 times that size, 5 to 7 times that size, maybe even more. It's huge. I have some gripes with it, but you can get used to it. The only gripe I really have is for as much items as there are, it needs a better storage system. Your crafting table can only pull from the 4 closest chests, which is crazy because even when you're like partway through the game, you already have like 15 chests and it gets really messy. I wish it was at least like Animal Crossing where when you're in your house, it would pull from everything in the house. Or, you know, I feel like games get to a point where it feels like you're managing your inventory more than playing the game. And at that point, I feel like having a remote inventory is kind of worth it. But I know a lot of people have like strong feelings against remote inventory because I think it makes it like quote unquote too easy, but I digress. Also, placing items with the Switch controller can sometimes be really annoying and it makes me want to rip my face off. Come on, Flap, we're talking about Pokopia. I don't do well with games that don't have a solid goal. Yeah, this one is kind of good though because there is a pretty directed plot line. So it's kind of like an open building game like Animal Crossing, but the plot line is pretty directed. Why don't you use the mouse then? I have heard people say that, guys. People don't know on the Switch too. You can turn the Switch controller sideways and use it like a mouse. I am gonna try that because I actually heard someone say that it is easier. So I might try that. But yeah, in Pokopia, it's a building game like Animal Crossing, but there's kind of a stronger story. And the areas aren't just like flat open land. They have like vestiges of old buildings. So if you're kind of like the type of person that gets overwhelmed, you can just restore the old buildings and decorate around them. But if you're a person that wants to like really be customizable, there's nothing stopping you from like completely raising the buildings flat. I'm personally just restoring the old buildings but then making some new buildings. Rumi is raising everything flat. Yeah, so I don't have a Switch 2, so originally I thought the game has Game Pass Game Share where you can play on the Switch 1. It is dog water. The game share is dog water because you can only do it on like a dream island. The frame rate drops to like 10 FPS and for some reason the screen shrinks to like really small. I don't know why. It's really weird. So what I'm doing instead is just while Rumi is at work, I play, and since there's like 5 or 7 areas, I don't remember, that you kind of like have to like warp through to, I just have one that has been deemed Pistachios area, and I get free reign over decorating it. So yeah, I've been having fun. It's a good game. I like it. I played it for like 8 hours yesterday. Here, wait, let me clear my throat. Give me a second. So I played it for like 8 hours yesterday and it was really fun. I wish I could stream it, but obviously it's freaking not mine. So I don't know. Does anyone know if Pokopia you can only have one island on the Switch? That's still a very big issue for me with Nintendo's, I don't know, Ethos, Pathos, Logos. I don't remember which one it is. Where they have games that they think it's morally acceptable to make locked per physical device, not even, honestly, I would be fine if it was back in ye olden days, like way ye olden days, where games were like, if it was locked per cartridge, but now that's not how games work anymore. Now it's just like a virtual game key, because that would be like, I wouldn't mind shelling out $70 again to buy like Animal Crossing again for another island. That's not how it works anymore. playing the new Monster Hunter nonstop, and I'm not even doing the story. Wait, what? What are you doing then? Is it good? Did you play Monster Hunter Stories 2? Because I played Monster Hunter Stories 2, and I'm debating if I want to buy Stories 3 because... Now, this is going to sound stupid, right? Because it's a whole new story. But I'm thinking, like, if you've played one, have you played... Is it sort of like that? If you've played one, you've played them all? Or is there a unique fun to be had from a secondary game? From playing it with another game? I don't know. I don't know. I've played them all. I've had every fruit. Yeah, was debating getting it. How much is it? Monster Hunter Stories 3. This one is by far the best. What? What makes it better? Just the story is better? Whoa! I'm not used to games being $70 yet still. I'm still not used to games being $70. I don't know. I see it and I'm like, wow, whoa. Zoe mama, ow. I'm really not used to it yet, but I'm sure it deserves it. I'm just a brokey. The graphics and gameplay are such a good improvement. What are you playing it on? Because, oh, you want to know what sucks? I played the original on the Switch and I really liked it on the Switch, but I think this one now is only available on the Switch too, huh? Switch 1. Can you play it on the Switch 1? Yeah, is it gonna be released? What? No, I don't think it does. People are saying it barely runs on the Switch too. What? But it's on PC and PS5. Have you had any issues with the running on Switch 2? People are saying that it has issues. Monster games to wait a bit so there are more monsters. Not sure about stories though. Stories is a fully encapsulated like linear game. So when I played stories, it wasn't really even an issue. But I agree with the baseline, like updatable like Monster Hunter games like World and stuff like that. Cause yeah, then you can get kind of stagnant if you play it a lot the first week and then you kind of finish everything. I don't know that it matters that. I feel like there's a lot of games that are on Switch that shouldn't be on Switch. Like, isn't Fortnite on Switch? Like, no way you're making any actionable moves on the Switch. I'm not having any issues with running it. Oh. Yeah. That's kind of how it always goes. I look up stuff and people are like, this game runs like dog water. And then I play it, I'm like, this is fine. But then on the opposite, I'll go online and people will be like, the game runs like a dream. And I'll play it and be like, this is the worst experience I've ever had in all of my years of being alive, so... It's kind of hard to tell, huh? I'm still waiting. I'm not a frame rate Andy, though. Ooh, I don't know if I'm a frame rate Andy, but I'm, like, very sensitive to frame rate, like, drops, I will say. I don't know, it's because I have, like, very, like, sensitive eyes and I get migraines easily. But I can, like, I hashtag notice. But I'm not a big person who's, like, if it's a steady 30 FPS, that doesn't bother me. A steady 30 FPS doesn't bother me, but when it's going like 10, 30, you know, 5, 30, 60, that's when I start getting a little, tilted. But beyond that, I'm typically fine. How's your super migraine going? Right now it's, ebbing, but I'm sure it will be flowing again soon. Because it's kind of, I don't know, it just sucks because with the migraines, you're not supposed to take ibuprofen more than like 2 days in a row. So on my birthday, I had already taken it 2 days, so I had to just tough it out. And then yesterday, I'd already taken it again for 2 days in a row. Like I had 2 days in a row, took a couple days off from taking it 2 days in a row. So I have a prescription medicine that's made for migraines, but 1, it only works like 10% of the time. 2, it makes me feel like Stardew Valley Grandpa. What do I mean by it makes me feel like Stardew Valley Grandpa? Like my limbs go completely weak and my mind gets really fuzzy and like I just want to lay down and not move. And so that's why I feel like Stardew Valley Grandpa. So I took that last night and I think, I don't know, it worked about 10%, like it always does. I also want the handheld capability so I can play in bed. Yeah, that's why I like Switch games, because then you can play them in bed. From being like leaks, yeah, and feeling like I want to sell my farm. Feeling like I want to sell my farm to I don't know, a grandchild. No, Stardew Valley, yeah. So, I don't know. It's feeling okay now, but I'm sure it'll get worse later on. This is how it's... Hashtag how it's been. How were short touchies? I heard last time we streamed, there was like... I don't know. There's kind of a lot of short touchies. Maybe like 3 or 4 that were like, oh my god, the weather is crazy. But I didn't really keep up with human realm weather. Was that fine? Did you all persist throughout the bad weather? I'm a little sicky today and last night. No, why do you think that is? Just caught something? Just caught something? My knee still hurts. Hey, more Monster Exterminator. Though, to be fair, the only thing they remove the importance of is tracking. Really? I feel like the games have kind of always been like that. I mean, I didn't play the older ones extensively. I only played like, I don't know, like 20 hours of the older ones and then only like 20 hours of this one. I thought they always, I mean, even when I played the older Monster Hunter games, I did have the thought where I asked, isn't this kind of like we're exterminating them? But I suppose the newer one kind of had more of that in the story, I felt. It tasted like rubbing alcohol in a nice way. Yeah. Vodka tastes like rubbing alcohol and nail polish remover more than any other alcohol, I think. I'm in some pretty rough weather, to be honest. No! Spring is finally showing itself here. Oh my god. The weather is back to being cold in a nice way. Oh wow, there's the vast spectrum of... Why do you have to search for the monster after it runs? Oh! I think I remember that. The paintballing. I thought you still had to do that. Didn't the paintball make it so that you could track one if there was like identical ones near you? I think I was just bad at the game, to be honest. To be honest, I was never a freaking prodigy at Monster Hunter. I was sort of always struggling my life away. But it was a good time. I liked it. I think I definitely got way better at Monster Hunter after I played Elden Ring, because I tried to play Monster Hunter way before Elden Ring and I was so bad at it, and then I played again, it was okay. But the gameplay is totally the opposite. For me, Pokemon always felt fine because you're not hurting them or killing them, really. Like in the universe, they like rough and tumbling, I think. And a lot of Pokemon want to get stronger than they can in the wild. So that's why you catch Pokemon. And then you like live alongside them and you're best friends. So I feel like that has like a defensible reason within. And then, but Monster Hunter, you're actually killing them. But then that still also has a defensible reason. Because in the real world, if you have an animal population that's too high, you have to hunt them, like white-tailed deer and stuff. Like white-tailed deer. And then you're knocking out random wild Pokemon. But doesn't that also have the, like, in-universe explanation of, like, you're helping them get stronger and, like... I'm sure as a trainer, you're making sure that they're not, like, grievously hurt, right? Maybe I'm just too good at immersing myself in fantasy. I think that's what it is. I read so much fantasy and I watch so much Star Trek that I really can explain away any plot. I've never been one of the a person who's like, this plot hole, I can't. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, well, actually, if you imagine that XYZ and XYZ, it perfectly combines to make clothes, so... I mean, people repeatedly kill white-tailed deer to, like, make venison sticks. And, like, I don't know, put on their wall. Just because you get something cool out of it doesn't necessarily mean that there's no conservational benefit. But the fitting of Pokeballs limited movesets TMs being on CDs. Ooh, that's kind of a fun idea. That kind of makes sense, right? But also it's funny to imagine the TMs, HMs being CDs and they're actual animals, and it's like sitting your dog down in front of a VHS player and being like, okay, now watch really closely. This is gonna blow your mind. And then your dog knowing how to do like a backflip after it or something. What's a VHS? I had to ask my friend the other day. They showed me this thing. I was looking at Cardcaptor Sakura merch, and it looked like a record, like a music record, but it was like a giant CD, and apparently it had a name, but I'd never heard of it. Giant CD. What are they called? Or not a CD, DVD. Laserdisc. Let me look it up. Yes, a Laserdisc. I'd never seen that before. Were they very popular in the human realm? I had never seen this, but they had a card capture soccer one, and it was cool. For a Laserdisc. Yeah. How much do they cost? Yeah, you can buy the card capture soccer Laserdisc for like 50 bucks. But it's like, where am I getting a Laserdisc player? Oh crap, but now I'm watching someone play the Laserdisc on a CRT. And it looks really good. Oh no, wait. Wait a minute. We got beat up by other media. That's what I was thinking, right? Oh, but this looks really good. Oh my god. I really want a CRT, but they're kind of hard to come by. I've heard if you want to get them on eBay, you should Google old TV or old monitor or something like that, because then that's going to be sold by old people who just want to get rid of it. But if you search CRT, it's being sold to you by a nerd who's like, huh, this is an obscure piece of old, you know, they kind of know its worth to other nerds. So you have to be kind of smart on how, you know, how you look it up. Kind of have to be a little bit smart. But I think everybody's kind of gotten hip to that now, though. Even people who are selling, you know, the old ones. Even old people are getting hip to it. Some high-pitched noise. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. But I know what you're talking about, like the I don't even know how to describe it. But I also I don't know. It makes old anime look really cute. Yeah, that one. Yeah, see, it was a good recreation of it, huh? Usually a sign of aging. Yeah, I can't imagine what buying. Is it the CRT aging itself, or is it? I wonder if it's just the cord. Like, could you get away with like making like a new cable? I don't know. Probably. No, it's probably the thing itself, like the connection to it. Yeah, that's a good point. And I don't know if I'd want to buy one because I'm really sensitive to that sort of stuff. Where it's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. What are Tortochi's plans for today? Normally we have streams later in the day, but we had a Shouakuma Shuffle today. I don't know. I was very, a little bit flabbergasted. What is this? Wait, is there a new Blue Archive character? There is a new Blue Archive character. They released it on @blue_archive_JP. She's cute, but she's not like, I don't think I'll pull for her or anything. She's part of the Occult Research Club. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh. What are Tortochi doing today? Because normally I stream later, but I was even... FTK, I don't know who... Let me see what her name is. Her name's Reina. Her name's Kinui Reina. I can show a picture. I'm stuck inside today. Well, that's good. You can play video games. This is the new Blue Archive character. She's cute, but I don't think I'll pull for her. It'll depend on her personality, I guess. I'm not super into her outfit. Yeah, who's the one before? Oh, I see. Is this the one? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely make a nice dinner because I haven't made good food in a while. I haven't made good food in a while, so I'm kind of like, I think the event with her in it ran recently. Oh, so then they're making her a real character now? They're making a real one that she can play? Oh, cute. That's nice. And when does the current Blue Archive event end? I think it's pretty soon, huh? I'm sad because in Blue Archive, I made pizza on Friday. Wait, what flavor? In Blue Archive, I really wanted to get the title for completing all the event, but later event stages, you need to be level 80, and I'm level 41, so I could beat the level 45 stages with luck, but the level 80 stages I can't do at all. I'm wondering, because I know Blue Archive does this thing where you can play every old event at your leisure, which is really cool. This is, by the way, a really big perk of Blue Archive, is you can, all of the old events, it's called Blue Archive, guys, archive. You can play all of the old events and like get all the old rewards and stuff. But does that count for titles as well? Like, do you have to restart the event if you play it from the archive later? I'm level 81 and the challenge stages are tough. Yeah, are they? No, not even the challenge ones, but just the ones from the quest. Because it goes from like level 15 to level 25 to level 45 to level 80, I think, requirements. And I got absolutely freaking exploded. You're level 81? Dang, you got really far. Because at level 60, they stopped giving you like newbie extra EXP. I'm only level 41. I might make more tonight. Just plain cheese. I want a pepperoni pizza. I was able to beat the 81 at 70-ish. Okay, thank God. Because I think you can beat levels that are way higher than you if you use your brain. If you use your brain a little and actually think like, oh, this is the weakness of the enemy. Let me actually have a healer on my team. Uncommon currency to unlock them. Oh, yeah, in Blue Archive, you can just play them with reckless abandon, kind of. You can play old ones, I'm pretty sure, like, unlimitedly. But I don't know where I can get good pepperoni. No, Ark, you don't understand. It's good when the pepperoni is the cheap stuff that comes from the store. And then you eat it frozen. But I haven't seen it anywhere. No! They demolished me at recommended level 60. Yeah, I haven't done any of the boss stuff yet. There's so this is bad of me. I need to play more of the main story in Blue Archive and more of the like regular daily quest like boss stuff. I really only play the events, which is like putting me kind of far behind. A bag of shitty pre-cooked pepperoni, it's not even cheap. But yes, that's the good stuff. Is it what brand is that? Let me look it up. Yeah, it's the Hormel pepperoni. And then you put it in the freezer and you eat it. Oh my God, that stuff is absolutely... Ooh, it's like perfect. Perfection. Gives me a headache because cured meat causes migraines. Like pepperoni, salami, but I eat it a lot. Armor is another one, I think. Yeah, like that kind of stuff I gotta do. Like all of the stuff that gives you stuff to upgrade your girls. Huh? Yeah, cured meat causes migraines. It can be a migraine trigger. 9 foods that trigger migraines, healthline.net. Cured meats. It's one of like the top ones. The top ones are caffeine, artificial sweeteners, alcohol, chocolate, cured meats, aged cheeses, pickled and fermented foods. And it's because of nitrates. So nitrates are also in fermented foods as well. They're in cheese and they're also in migraines. Not migraines, in wine and stuff like that. It's salt except you're the salter. Yeah, no. It's like the preservative and stuff. These foods release nitric oxide into the blood, which is thought to dilate blood vessels into the brain. There's some evidence that nitric oxide can contribute to migraine attacks. But it's all kind of pseudoscience because nobody knows anything about migraines and nobody really cares to research why about anything. So it's just kind of all, I don't know. You just have to know what causes your migraines, and mine are very food related. Like, I'm really annoyed how common artificial sweeteners are. Because even natural sweeteners that aren't like just regular sugar do me in. Like people are like, oh, try monk fruit. No, that gives me migraine too. I think it's basically not like regular sugar. Or like, no, what's the stevia? That one gives me a crazy migraine. The painful market would crash. Dude, I'm single-handedly holding up that market. Day trade credit card. No! I was very shocked to learn that overseas in like the UK. So, when I was in the human realm in like the US, you can buy like a 500 pack of ibuprofen and try looking at sugar while eating drinking. It doesn't work. The thing
it's not even like a... Like, I'll eat something that I think has sugar in it, and within 3 bites, I'll ask someone, I'll be like, did that have artificial sweeteners in it? And they're like, no, I think it had regular sugar. And then I'll check the back, and it had... But it works? I guess I'll have to try it. No, but I learned that in the UK, you can only buy a pack of like 12 ibuprofen at a time. And I was like, I would have to just take a day and go to every like pharmacy in town and just buy a 12 pack at every single one. Because especially if you're sick, I don't know, you wouldn't want to keep going to the store. It worked for me before. Oh, you know when I said the migraine was ebbing before? I definitely do think it's flowing now. Maybe I'll have to eat more. I don't know. Because to be fair, I've been getting pretty bad sleep lately. Like, I'll sleep for a long duration, but I've been waking up like every hour. Migraines are in other countries. To my knowledge, fairly prevalent. It's just that they're more prevalent amongst women, like, universally. As in the US, I'm pretty sure, because there's literature from other places as well, anecdotally. I couldn't say for sure, though. Related to overdose amounts. So you can't buy any more than, like, the overdose amount? Come on, Bing. You can't buy any more than, like, the overdose amount. Here, let's see. All I'm seeing is that I found a study that said migraines are heavily prevalent in the US, with roughly 1 out of every 6 Americans and 1 out of every 5 women over a 3-month period. And that prevalence has been stable over the last 19 years, but I don't see any correlation to, or any comparison to any other countries. How's that a time? Dang! Wait, can you buy codeine over the counter? It's like really regulated in the US, I'm pretty sure. The most you can get is like maybe a cough syrup that has a little bit of it in it. But you can't buy like a straight up pill that has it in it. That's really surprising. I think that's interesting about the UK is like some, I don't know, just the comparison of like some medications that are like very allowed in the US are really regulated in the UK, and then vice versa. Some things that are really regulated in the US are really available in the UK. Like, you know, it's very interesting to me. It's very interesting. All right, let me drink some water. Can we bought over the counter? What? That's crazy. Really? I don't think I've ever had a cough so bad that I thought I needed morphine. That's crazy. What? I mean, I'm sure I've had a cough sometimes where I wish I had morphine. Probably wish I had it, but needed is a different thing. Interesting. Oh, Tsurutochi, I made cookies last night, but I ran out of margarine, and I was worried, so I supplemented it with a little bit of oil, and I was worried because last time I tried to make cookies with oil, they turned out so bad, and I wanted to write on the person who gave me the recipe's website, like, how dare you post this recipe? Everybody who gave this recipe a 5-star should, you know, burst into flames. But these ended up being okay. I tried to do as minimal of oil as necessary to account for the lack of margarine, because I had about half the margarine that the recipe called for. There are pharmacies. They don't have that in the UK. Of course they have. What? You have a pharmacist? Chemist. Oh, I see, I see. Chemist is kind of a cooler name though, huh? It kind of seems like something's gonna explode. Kaboom! You're a chemist and then all of a sudden, boom, it explodes. That's how it works, huh? But chemist I always thought of as a more broad field of something or other. And then pharmacy is a subsection of chemistry, right? That's like related to just medications. I don't know. They must feel like so cool back there, mixing up stuff. Mixing it all together, mixing it all together. Okay, well, as I was thinking, let me look at my schedule for next week. Next week, Monday and Tuesday, so I have this class where it's not like a class that meets regularly. I just have to go to a certain amount of seminars per semester. But I've really been slacking because in the past what I'd do is I would make my stream schedule and then I would look to the next week and be like, okay, can I go to any seminars? And I normally couldn't, so I was kind of falling behind. So I was smart this upcoming week and I picked out seminars I need to go to, and then I'm gonna work the stream schedule around it. So next week we're probably gonna have stream Wednesday night, Thursday night, Sunday night, or maybe Sunday Shouakuma Shuffle. I don't know, but that's probably how it's going to work. So I guess I would not see Tsurutatsu until Wednesday. 3 as well? Yeah, I think so, because I think I'm still lucky. Oh, I was about to defend myself. I thought it was gonna be like 3 as well, as in only 3, and I was like, I was ready to defend myself from my life. I was ready to defend myself from my life. Like, well, actually, I'm still very tired for the concert, and I'm doing my best. And you see, and you see, actually, it's actually very impressive. yeah. But I think we'll definitely have 3. It's just as a matter as to where in the week they will be distributed. Because maybe we'll do a Saturday one instead of a Sunday. I don't know. Because Rumi's work schedule is all over the place, and I try to stream on days that they work so I can be as loud as possible. I can be as loud as possible with reckless abandon. I just said the Georgia of 16 for weekends in the far future. Who knows? Once they hashtag fix me. Once they hashtag fix me at the doctor, who knows? I will have to start thinking of more games I can play. It's hard to come up with games that you can play. I could do 1 Minecraft stream, 1 just chatting. I guess we could go back to Elden Ring DLC if I had more time. Finish Momodora, finish Mega Man. Those is a couple games. That's a couple games. Technically in Moiro Chronicles, they never get naked. I'm not playing Moiro Chronicles on stream, but technically, it's just their underwear. Therefore, it is allowed to stream, I believe. But that's between me and the monster girls are all for myself. That's called a gameplay loop. You know, you guys have never heard of a gameplay loop? It's like in Atelier Ryza, you fight monsters and then you do alchemy. It just so happens that in Moiro Chronicles, the gameplay loop is you fight monsters and the gameplay happens to be, and then you rub them. What's so wrong with that? You guys aren't real gamers. You've never heard of a gameplay loop, huh? You've never heard of a well thought out and an immersive and addictive gameplay loop. Okay. So the next time that we're going to have a stream, it will for sure. Don't know how gameplay loop. Of course it does. Of course it does. Technically every game has a gameplay loop. It is true. It is true. A horse is a horse, of course. Horse mentioned. I will not say Chortas on Monday. I will not say Chortas to do it on Tuesday. Because on Monday, I have to go to karate. I've not gone in like a long time. And I was planning on going, and then I freaking busted my knee on during the 5-year anniversary. And it's okay, but it still kind of hurts to put weight on it fully. So I might just go for an hour of karate and see how I feel. But I'll do that on Monday. And then Tuesday, I have to go to a million seminars to make up for the fact that I've been skipping them to stream. So I have to actually do schoolwork. And then... yeah, I think we can do Wednesday. Thursday, there's multiple options. It might either be Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, or Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. It'll be some evil combination of those. Because I also have a school project where we have to like physically build something like... and then... yeah, so they have to do that. I haven't glazed by the instructor in a while. Time to show was the biggest weeb in class. Dude, I know! I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't gone to karate in a while, so I'm definitely like a chump now. Like, there's definitely a distinct possibility that I'll be held back on my belt promotion test because I've been so flaky this semester, but I don't think I would be too mad if I got held back because I don't think at this point I deserve being promoted. And though I've been a slacker, my stuff ain't there. We have a reason, doesn't matter. In this life, the only thing that matters are results. I wish I had a chuny hand too. Just know I'm doing a chuny hand right now, you just can't see it. The nearly preserving through trauma, very anime, true. Like Karate Kid. True. This is, of course. Of course. My great power could not be stopped by such trifling matters. They show. I'm still laughing so hard that during the... I'm still laughing so hard that during the 5-year anniversary, I was like, Turtan, Tainai Daisuki. And then during like the debrief of the concert, I was like, wow. I was really surprised, like, that I really didn't get a rile. Like, you know, out of Tortatsu, I really thought that, like, you know, I'd at least get some clapping. And then tours were like, Chio, we can't speak Japanese. I was trying to fall asleep last night and I thought about that again and I started laughing so hard. I think that's so funny. I think that's so funny. Oh, I couldn't contain myself. That was so funny. Okay, but I'll say to I think we're gonna wind down now and we're gonna head out and I'll see Tsurutochi most likely on Wednesday. When are we having the concert watch along? We might try and fit that in this week. Thank you for reminding me. We might actually have 4 distinct something or others going on then because we might have to do that. Yes, we'll have to do that. Thank you. Hashtag many thoughts to think. Okay, I'll see you later in the week. Be nice to yourself and be nice to others. Stay safe, stay silly. I'll see you later. Bye bye. And thank you for being here.